Im Anschluss einfach, weil du jetzt einige Sachen schon gesagt hattest zum britischen
Just as a follow-up,
und auch der Situation.
since you have mentioned things about the British Empire, we actually do have a question from the United Kingdom, from a radio moderator,
Halten Sie es für möglich, dass es
and he simply asked, do you think there will be a revolt in the UK against the current economic policies that might be directed against the City of London? The cuts in the National Health Service, the growing bankruptcies, cuts in unemployment and pension payments, all this has created an angry mood in the population, as life is increasingly hard for the average person. So, is there any chance that there could be a real rebellion in the heart of the empire?
Well, we've had a foretaste of this with the relatively violent demonstrations a few months ago. And it's also absurd that the British government has put out several studies on scenarios of what will happen if the Eurozone collapses and falls apart. And then they would set up a corridor between the continent and the island in order to evacuate the British citizens who want to flee from the chaos resulting from the disintegration of the Eurozone, because they can't get food or whatever. And this is really very cynical, because if that really happens, this disintegration, it will in no way be limited just to the European Union or the Eurozone. It would also hit the England and the United States and so on. But I think also in Scotland, people are thinking about no longer belonging to the United Kingdom, and that maybe England should just remain England. But for the moment, I would rather concentrate on countries who are not a part of this empire, or rather, better said, who are victims of this empire. So people in Great Britain, I would like to give them a perspective of returning to their best tradition historically in this perspective.